It's Week 10 of the National Football League, and we've got the Condors, burner at wide receiver, who's closing in on 1,000 yards receiving on the year. It's the Condors and the Bisons. All that and more coming up next.
Now from the birthplace of the game itself, EA Sports so proud to join you from the Hall of Fame city of Canton, Ohio. Today we hit double digits, Week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Bisons of St. Louis taking on the Condors of Canton. Along with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin here. And Charles, we take a look at this Canton team as they get ready down on the field.
They come in riding high, just one loss in their last 7 games.
It's a very focused team, very disciplined. They've kept the penalties to a minimum, and they're winning football games.
On the other side of the field for our visitors here, they come in feeling good after back-to-back victories. Two teams more than ready to get this one started.
And we are underway from Canton. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance here at the vet. He's got a lot of years under his belt in the National Football League.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Off the play fake, Simpson.
Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
Well, they bring their punter out there now. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And led out by their veteran quarterback. He's been around a while. They don't celebrate birthdays for him. They just cut him up, see how many rings he's got around the middle. He has been in the league a long time.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl-type season. And maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year. And with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
So the completion good for just 3. And it's 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. Got a man here. It's Wilson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards to pick up there.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
Looking sideline, there's Pittman.
They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. He finds his man, complete. It's McKinney. So nothing doing there, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
I love those corners who can not only cover, but don't mind getting a little physical as well. How about the coverage on that play, knocking that pass away?
So they bring out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive.
4-4, their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple.
From the gun on third down.
Simpson able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it? The slot receivers are the only guys who can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there, showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
Throwing on first down. Simpson. And his throw here is incomplete.
When you look at this defense,
they were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in, and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
On third down,
Simpson.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive.
Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they're on the first or second seed come playoff time.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And he completes it to Wilson. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
He finds his man, complete. It's McKinney. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46.
In motion right, that's Wilson. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
So they'll get nothing out of that play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
How about the show put on by these two defenses in this first half? The fireworks don't have to be just offensively. Neither one of them given an inch, and that's good coverage once again there to force another 4th down.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Carry on the return. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 2nd down. Here's a quick throw caught out wide. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. We're scoreless after 1. St. Louis football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd down, Everett. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the 1st. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
And that's why you spend a 1st-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
2nd and a couple.
Now a handoff up the middle. Everett. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Off the option, he'll try and run with it. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22.
14 yards that time, and a 1st down on the keeper. Back to throw. Simpson. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Bisons post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter.
Quarterback throws the fade, and that's one where really the receiver just has to make a play, right?
Brandon, all you're asking your quarterback to do is put it up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it. Let your guy get it and no one else. That makes it a very, very difficult play to defend.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. It's up and good, and it'll give his guys a 7-0 lead. So an 8-play drive covering 80 yards.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Here comes the Canton offense to set up shop.
And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. They'll set up a throw.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be second down. Looking to throw.
Simpson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick six.
The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that he spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
On second down, Everett. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 49 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Those are the types of run, Charles, that they say this first-year running back can provide a lot more of in the future.
He made it look easy, didn't he? Picking up that first down. Some have described him as a diamond in the rough with a lot of polish, nice little buffing. This guy could be one of the top backs going forward.
Second down and 4.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Off play action. Simpson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Now, meanwhile, here's his second down throw. It's knocked away and incomplete. Here comes the 7th play now on this drive as this is 3rd and 10. The middle they go. Everett. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. Give him 8 yards on the carry, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
On 4th down,
Simpson. He's got his target. That's complete.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, The coverage downfield, equally good.
And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on fourth down. Back to throw. Simpson. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. And the sack leads to roughly a loss of 6, and it brings up second and goal. Looking to throw. Simpson. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 10 yards out. And his guys have taken the lead. No surprise there. Third and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll go to the air here on third and 2. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Back to throw again. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Now Carey. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here.
Second and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup.
third down. Everett. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10. We'll begin our trip around the NFL with an interesting one right off the bat, and it's the home side who have the lead as they play the second quarter. The Elks trying to hold on and claim victory. From there, we're off to check out another game. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. The Orbits are most likely looking at a playoff-free season, but they do pick up win number 3 on the year. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. As you can see the score there in the second quarter. The Riverhogs locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, and we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side can play mistake-free football the rest of the way.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And he won't quite make it to the 25. For this offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Triplet.
And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime, Minks, had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on standing their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try to chip someone at the second level.
So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
They'll look to throw here on first down.
That is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
They'll run on first down. Triplet. And they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2. It's a gain of 35.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, But that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there.
His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Condors are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. So the second down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 14. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective, because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 9.
Off the play fake. Simpson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Back to throw.
Simpson.
And that will be incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And on now is the punter. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Here comes the Canton offense to set up shop.
That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out.
2nd and 9 now.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. A quick throw, but incomplete.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
That is caught.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, We see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They're going to look to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkout bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. They'll keep it on the ground. Everett. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
To throw on third down, Simpson.
A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
And this defense definitely in his head there on third down, and he's pretty fortunate. They didn't call for grounding on this one. That was a good 10 feet over everyone's head.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in the home of the Pro Football Hall of Fame, Canton, Ohio. All square, 14 apiece to score as we get ready for the fourth quarter. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Now a handoff up the middle. Triplett, and he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Right back to him on first down.
And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
There's no quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
He finds his man, complete. That's McKinney.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential, but when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now, he's got a chance to be great.
And this is going to be intercepted. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Major used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive.
Simpson.
He's going to air one out. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
He's going to go up top again.
And this is dropped.
Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. This offense so far on 3rd down, they're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
From here on, any score could be the winning one, and he is certainly aware of that. Look at the way he locked in on that marker and made a mad scramble to get to it for the first down.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Everett, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And this is going to be intercepted. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
That's back-to-back drives that have looked pretty good. The offense was moving the ball, but in both cases, the defense comes up with a big INT to get off the field.
How about the layers of intrigue that continue to get added as we watch this game unfold? Both offenses, they're a little bit discouraged with how their drives ended. How will each respond now and can either mount another positive series that ends in points for their team?
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. So the completion good for 7 there. And that will bring up 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 34-yard line.
Now back to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's McKinney. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. His throw incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
He finds his man, complete. It's McKinney. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
The defense did their job. 4th quarter, big stand.
No doubt about it, because the offense has been yelling at him from the sideline. Just do us a favor. Get us the ball back. Give us one more chance to take it downfield. The defense just did them a solid, it appears.
And when they get the ball back, they can kind of play free tie game. They're not behind.
It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter.
Throwing to start the drive. Simpson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
87 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll keep it on the ground. Everett. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Here's 2nd and a yard.
Up the middle they go. Everett. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the 1st down sack. He had 3 of those sacks last week en route to being the AFC Defensive Player of the Week 1 right there. How do you block him now?
That's the question you think that they'd be able to answer. After having 3 the week before, you would make all the necessary adjustments in practice, but he's such an imposing force, he knows how to get to the quarterback anyway.
Well, they'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
Looking to throw.
Simpson.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful, because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Cross, screen, something that can be used against them.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Here comes the Canton offense to set up shop. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there? Now how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
One complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2.
Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10.
They'll look to throw again. He finds, oh no, he lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. The question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. 2nd and 6. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the game will continue for at least one more play.
To not finish a game on a defensive penalty, that's why they get one more untimed attempt.
And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And this home crowd is in a frenzy as their guys have pulled it out of the end.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So for Canton,
they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for our visitors, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.